What's good, y'all? It's your boy SGFVANN, aka Suburban Dude Vaughn, you know what I'm saying? I got my glasses on, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking spliffy, I'm looking clear. But anyway, today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I got into Duke University. Yes, the Duke University, baby. So sweet, got me looking clear. But for real though, so basically I'm going to be talking about build up, how did I find Duke, how I applied, SAT scores, personal essays, how I got my full ride scholarship, this, that, and the third. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna see y'all after the intro. To start this story, I have to paint y'all how my senior year was at this time, so y'all can really understand how I really got accepted and what went into and what played a part. So going into senior year of high school, guys, I ain't know what college I wanted to go to. I had no clue. I went into senior year, I was saying all I knew for sure was I wanted to try and go out of state, but I also knew that the college I went to out of state had to be better than any college already in Florida. Of course, I'm from Florida, guys, 305 Miami, baby, you know what I'm saying? But I made a pact that if I did go out of state, it'd have to be a school better than any Florida schools, in my opinion. So just going into the year with that mindset, I had no idea what schools I wanted to go to outside of Florida. I hadn't chosen, I hadn't looked at any schools, but I remember one day I just got an email and said, hey, you have a free college counselor. And long story short, I had filled out a scholarship, and the scholarship's prize was a free college counselor that would help you in the college admissions process. So basically I earned a college counselor who helped me almost every step of the way, giving me tips on my application to make it the best round application as possible. All right, so put that in the box, put that to the side. This college counselor, he would ask me what I liked and what I didn't like, and then from that he offered me different out-of-state schools that I might see myself going to. Some of them were like Vanderbilt, UPenn, Duke, UCal, things like that. So out of that list, I never really paid Duke any mind until at least November, where I had actually broken that list down and I was like, okay, let me start forming these applications. Now, I started forming these applications, and I was also in a scholarship program called Posse. If you made it, or if you ended up being a finalist within that program, then you would get matched with a school and it would be full tuition paid for, just like that. And I had reached a level so far within that process to where I had to accept a letter saying from now on, if you get matched to a school, it's binding, you'll have to go there. But it just so happens that I got that letter around the same time it was time to apply for schools. Now, when I talked to my college counselor, we had agreed that Duke would be the best fit for me. I agreed that Duke would be the best fit for me, and he agreed with me. I'm gonna just put it like that. So in the process of applying to Duke, we came to the conclusion that I'd apply early decision to Duke. If you don't know what that means, it basically means if you get into Duke early decision, then and you get accepted through the early decision process, then it is binding. You have to go to that school. But it just so happens that during the scholarship program, Posse, I was also having to sign a contract to where I'd be binding if I got matched with that school. Now, the school that I got matched with within that program was another North Carolina college. I won't mention no names, you know what I'm saying? I bleed true blue. But anyway, so I had to make a decision. It was whether accept this full tuition scholarship to this North Carolina school or turn that down just to apply to Duke. Mind you, all I was doing was submitting my form, early decision. So I had no idea if I would get into Duke or not. But I had to make a decision. I talked to all my school administrators, teachers, and I told them that I was kind of leaning towards just dropping out and applying to Duke. And they said, are you crazy? Are you sure? This, that, and the third? Will he do it? Is he really the GOAT?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Of course I did. And end of the day, you see where I'm at. You see that in the background. You see this. You see this blue book. This that splat. This that splat. Baby girl, this that splat. Alright, let me stop. But guys, that's basically the background story of how I got into Duke, but that's just story time stuff. That's not really what matters. How did I apply? This is what y'all really came for. ACT, SAT scores, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real honest. I hated the SAT. That's just me. That's just me. I'm gonna say it with my chest because I'm a real one, but I hated the SAT, guys. I did not like the test for some odd reason. That was 2 years ago now, so I really don't remember, but I just remember not liking it at all. And this ACT score I actually submitted to Duke was a 29, guys. And the funny thing is, I took the ACT the summer before senior year and got the 29 my very first try. I don't know how I did it. Don't ask me. I think I broke the algorithms, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I think the matrix glitched for me.
Stop it. Get some help.
The matrix might have glitched for me. Not really, but honestly, I'd say it was because I paired it with a beautiful resume, guys. I had 1,000+ community service hours. I was the high school president 3 years, and one of those years I was class president, so I was the president of some student government all 4 years of high school, plus X many organizations, brother to brother organization in high school. If you don't know what the brother to brother organization is, matter of fact, I'll just tell you. The Brother to Brother organization seeks to assemble a pool of diverse young students who are engaged on the quest of a high school experience. By learning how to overcome the challenges of life, we will become the ideal man of today's society. Promptly work. The Brother to Brother organization seeks to assemble a pool of diverse young men who are engaged on the quest of a high school education. By embracing and learning how to overcome the challenges of life, they will become the ideal men of today's society, promptly raising the quality of life for themselves and everyone they come into contact with. These qualities also include civic involvement, personal integrity, tolerance, compassion, and willingness to give back to the community. Okay. Guys, it's been 2 years since I had to know that. Actually, it's been 5 years, but I've known it ever since. But that's basically a high school organization I was in, but put that in the box, put that to the side. So I'd say that, right, I applied with that 29, and as I took the ACT throughout senior year, I just gradually got 27s, 28s. It just was fluctuating. I don't know, actually, that's a cap.
Stop the cap.
That's a cap. I only took the ACT one more time and got a 27, which kind of pissed me off. I said, you know what, maybe it's me. So I switched to the SAT. I think I got an 11. I think I got a 1280 or a 1360. I just can't remember at right this moment. I'm not gonna look. I'm off the top of the head with this video, I'm gonna be honest, but I believe I got either a 1280 or a 1360, but I don't think that it was what I wanted, and I just never took it again. Now, I actually was supposed to take another SAT in my senior year of high school, but it was lined up right after homecoming, so I just didn't go. Now I woke up the next morning around 9:30. I was walking my dog, then I was like, what's today? I checked my phone. I was like, damn, I'm supposed to be at the test site right now. I said, forget about it. It is what it is. So what? Sue me. I still got in. But for real though. Yeah, so basically guys, it was crazy and it was a crazy experience, but I denied the initial posse scholarship, and then I went ahead early decision to Duke. Then I got in, but the only thing is I didn't have a scholarship whatsoever at this time. I know Duke is 100% blind need or need blind, whatever, so I was just hoping that I could pay the residuals of that or what's left of that and then be okay. But at this moment I had no scholarship prizes in mind whatsoever, so I'm just hoping that outside scholarships I got some type of financial aid to cover the remainder of the cost for tuition, because Duke ain't cheap. It's a top 10 school, it's a top tier school, but it's not cheap. Or because it's a top tier school, it's not cheap. So I was like, yes, I'm happy, but at the same time my mom was looking at me like, Gio, how we about to exactly. So basically it wasn't until I'd say February, mid-February, where I got an email saying full name, you are the final recipient for the David M. Rubenstein Scholarship Program, which in short is a full ride to Duke. I don't know about y'all, but when I first seen it, I was like,
stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
stop the cap. Stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, 2 months later and I'm the finalist for a random scholarship program that I just happened to be selected for. Yeah, right. But turns out it was true. And as a finalist for the scholarship program, I had to go through one more phase, which was submitting a video on if I was a teacher at Duke, what class would I teach and why? And basically it was supposed to be some fun video that I did, and you know me, I'm always, you see me on YouTube now, I always had a camera, so for me I was like, say less. So I chopped up some edit videos of me walking, whatnot, made a real thing. It was a zoovie, that thing was click. So basically I turned it in and forgot about it. So I'm just going to school every day. People asking me, oh, congratulations, oh, you got to do congratulations. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, if I don't get this scholarship, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Then one day I'm just balling outside, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting up shots just like I could, you know what I'm saying? Putting up shots. You hear that? You hear that? Yeah, I hear it too. Listen closer, you hear it? Swish, 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 swish. Yeah, that's all me. That's all me. But I was just putting up some shots on the hoop, and then I get a call. I believe it was like a Friday or Saturday morning. It was a Sunday because I remember them apologizing for it being a Sunday. Doesn't really matter, but it's a story, so I'm just giving y'all the details, you know what I'm saying? As I remember, I'm gonna give it to y'all. But I just remember them calling my phone, and then they're saying, hello, is this full name? And I'm like, yes, who is this? And you know, it's one of the scholarship directors. They say, hi, my name is from your David M. Rubenstein Scholarship Program, and I was just calling to let you know that you won. You received a full ride to Duke University. When I told you, I just started screaming because not only it caught me off guard, it just so happens that my older brother, my mom, my little brother were right there as I was balling. We're all outside hooping. My mom was just chilling, so they were right there. So I start screaming and yelling, running. Everybody's like, what the heck going on? They're like, yo, what's up with you? What's going on? And I'm like, Mom, you won't believe it. And they're like, what? I said, I got it. I got the what? The scholarship. What scholarship? The full ride to Duke. And they're like,
stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Because it's a Sunday. Who gets a call on a Sunday? So they like, stop the cap. So I'm like, talk to the lady. So I put the lady on the phone, and I just said, please repeat exactly what you just said. So I'm pretty sure I repeated, because all I see my mom is, ah, and then she starts screaming too. Everybody get hyped up. But yeah, so it was a beautiful moment, honestly, and that's how I knew. I found out that I had a full ride to Duke University, guys. And my specific scholarship program, it's not something you can apply to. They just choose students out of the university that fit the demographic that they're looking for. They handpick students that fit the demographic for the scholarship, and they make them finalists. Then amongst those finalists, they choose them from that pile. So it's pretty blessed opportunity. Like, of course, like, I know I put in the work, but I try to be as humble as possible and give all praises to the Most High, because I know that at the end of the day, it was someone looking out for me, and it was someone who, and I feel like everybody, you know what I'm saying, every college you go to, for you to really truly end up at the place you love, I feel like it's some divine power that's helping you get there. And the more you acknowledge that, the more blessed we will be in life. But yeah, that's basically how I got into Duke. Now, some tips. Tip number 1, when you are writing your personal statement, guys, don't hamper too much on the things you did in high school to get into a good college. You know what I'm saying? Like being a president, things like that. Unless that was your general interest, make sure in your personal statement you talk about you personally, not your academic achievements, not your achievements on the sports team, but talk about any passions you may have outside of schoolwork or volunteering or classes, because they really want to hear how much of a well-rounded individual you are, and they want to see somebody whose interests are, who have interests within academia and outside academia, because that really makes the most well-rounded person. And that's what Duke like, a well-rounded student. So make sure in your personal essay you're not hampering too much on,
oh, I tried really hard to get straight A's every single semester, or oh, I tried really hard to be president, or I tried really hard to get 15 million community service hours, or
this, that, and the third. Really hamper on what makes you you and what makes you different from the thousands of other students trying to apply for this same spot at this university. You know what I'm saying? So that's first tip. Second tip, make sure that you really research the college. And this is just a general tip, but make sure you really research the institutions you're going at, because everybody complains about their high school in one way or another, but college is the one high school that you get to choose, and you get to, you're planning, you're deciding where you'll be at for the next 4 years of your life. So it really is that big of a deal. And I've seen a lot of situations where people really didn't plan ahead or really didn't get what they're getting themselves into, and they end up regretting it later. So make sure whatever college you're looking at, if it's Duke, make sure Duke is for you. There's a lot of great colleges out there. Duke is one of the greats, but there's a lot of great colleges out there. So make sure that before you do apply, that Duke is really for you. And if it is, and you get in, say what's up, you know what I'm saying? But if it's not, that's all right too. Just go where your heart, your mind, your soul takes you. Don't follow any trends. Don't come to Duke because you want to see the basketball players. Don't come to Duke because you want to see Coach K. Don't do none of that, because 9 times out of 10, you probably won't. You probably won't. You probably won't. You go to a game or two, but besides that, you probably won't. Okay? So I'm just giving you the sauce, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you the sauce. I can show you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. I can give you the sauce, but I can't make you take it. All right? So I say, for my third and final tip, how should I say this? Okay, before I say this, oh, matter of fact, no, this could be the last tip. For the third and final tip, do not only apply to one college, guys. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, I only applied to one college, and it was Duke, and I just happened to get in. But if I didn't get in, we ain't gonna talk about that. But you don't want to talk about that either. Trust me, you do not want to talk about that either. So make sure you have many different colleges that you love lined out and planned out. Please do not apply to a college you kind of sort of like, because you're kind of sort of gonna like where you're at for the next 4 years, and that is not good enough. You should be wanting the best for yourself at all given time. So make sure when you're choosing these colleges, kind of sounds like number 2, but when you're choosing these colleges, make sure that you have at least 3 strong colleges that you will love if you end up there, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get one of them. 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get one of them. I'll repeat, if you believe, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get one of them. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you guys. If you want to know anything more about being at Duke, I have a lot more content coming up. I'm going to have some days as a Duke students coming up. I'm going to have some room guides, you know what I'm saying? I might have campus tours. I might have collabs with Janet. Y'all know Joanne. Y'all gonna see a collab coming up. But I'm gonna have a lot more content coming up, especially about Duke. So if y'all love this, just drop a like, drop a comment telling me if you do plan on coming to Duke. If you got any questions, just hit me up with anything you want to know. And I appreciate y'all. But until next time, I see y'all.